Lighter than 2024, but packed with promise. After 4 days on the floor, I've got 28 must-see games. Some I touched on last year, most fresh for 2025. From scrappy indies to heavyweight AAA, here's your all-in-one video in case you missed PAX West this year.
Well, another Pint is a tavern management game with a significant role-playing element to it. So, since at its core it's management, it's about making numbers go up. And that means you run the tavern at night, you serve people drinks, you make a bit of money, you put that money into making more drinks and making the tavern bigger and nicer so that you can keep making those numbers go up. But what's a little unique about it is that when it's not nighttime, you can leave the tavern, explore, find new ingredients, discover opportunities for additional role-playing, like maybe building a relationship with a character, trading with them, getting someone just the right amount of drunk during the night so they tell you a secret about an ingredient they found out in the forest and going out to seek it out during the day. So at its core, it's always going to be feeding back into the tavern. Maybe you find that ingredient, you use it to make new drinks with that you couldn't make before. Maybe you help a painter and they gift you a painting that you can use to decorate your tavern with further. But it is always on these windy role-playing paths. It is leading you back into building up the tavern and making it better and making those numbers go up once again.
Another Pint is a dynamic medieval tavern management game. You take over a bare-bones shack and decide its future by designing the layout, hiring and managing staff, crafting custom drinks, and getting to know a cast of regulars. Your choices shape relationships, menus, and events, and the simulation adapts as your tavern grows. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I'm the creative director at Buffalo. Today I'm going to just show real quickly BIRDSEED, which is our really cute bird watching game. It's kind of like Pokemon Snap, but it's in VR, and you get to hang out with friends and take photos of really cute birds with really cute animations.
BIRDSEED is a cozy VR bird photography simulator where you relax in lush forests, snap pictures of chunky, cute birds, and fill a journal with star-rated shots. You use binoculars, pick lenses, and listen to spatial forest audio while tackling quirky daily quests. Social multiplayer lets you play online with friends, share photos, track best scores, and chat, and the experience supports seated play for maximum comfort. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
My name is Ted Henschke, and I am the CEO of Black Lantern Collective, a new indie horror publisher. We just announced our existence last month at Bit Summit. And we just launched our first game, Caput Mortum. Go check it out on Steam. We're a new indie horror label. We, want to just put out games that we feel are like really interesting, weird, and cool. This is like the third time I've done like an indie horror publisher. I just like, I feel like those are the kinds of games that like certain sectors of the horror community are like, I really wish someone would be making that. And so my goal is to just try to deliver on that, do fun stuff for cool people.
The first game is Caput Mortum. Caput Mortum is a short first-person horror experience inspired by retro 3D dungeon crawlers and survival horror. You delve into a tower of forgotten nightmares, solve careful environmental puzzles, and search for forbidden knowledge while limited healing and prowling monsters keep tension high. Stealth past threats, fight back, or try something unexpected, then use a unique control scheme that separates your right hand for interacting and attacking with multiple control options available. The other game, Children of Saturn, is a first-person narrative adventure about youth at the edge of societal collapse, seen through a VHS lens. You leave your mark by tagging billboards, make choices that persist, and drift through suburban exploration with a motley crew that parties, skates, loiters, and grieves amid mundanity, vandalism, and small acts of rebellion under an orange sky. Go wishlist both of them now on Steam.
Hello, my name is Jason. I work at Purpose as Public Relations Coordinator. We have our game Crimson Desert here. It's an open world action adventure game with a medieval fantasy theme. It's going to be single player, and it's coming out next year Q1. It's going to be available on Xbox, PlayStation, and on PC. So please give it a try when it comes out.
Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure set on the war-torn continent of Pywell. From the snow-blasted mountains of Quaiden to the green plains of Akapen, and the ridges cutting across the Crimson Desert, you will discover new locations, tackle quests, and fight cinematic battles as factions struggle for power. You join Cliff, captain of the Greymanes, on a relentless mission to defend Pywell, forge alliances, confront relentless foes, and uncover the truth behind a looming catastrophe. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
So hey everyone, this is Crystal Valin, an MMORPG game. It released on May 28th of this year, so it's actually only been out for a few months. This game is all about fighting dungeons with your friends. So if you have a group of friends, even just 2 of you, 4 of you, up to 8 of you, you all can come on and fight different bosses, get different gear, upgrade your gear. There's even a leaderboard. On top of that, we have a lot of collaborations. So there's right now a collaboration with Digimon, and there was one with One Punch Man even just a few months ago. So there's also PvP as well on top of that. So if you like PvP, if you like PvE, there's something for all of you.
Crystal of Atlan is a magic punk MMO action RPG where you choose from over 10 classes that are unlocked from the start, experiment with dozens of skill combinations, and master smooth aerial combat that uses the Z-axis for stylish air combos. Team up for co-op dungeons and guild fleet activities, tackle distinct bosses with unique mechanics, and jump into fair, skill-based PvP with balanced 1 versus 1 and 3 versus 3 modes as you explore a world where magic and machinery intertwine. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hi, so welcome to EKTO VR. We are a VR locomotion company that lets you actually walk around and traverse the virtual world. So our boots use omnidirectional drive pods to and a variety of different sensors to look at your foot motion and keep you in place in the physical world while allowing you to walk around your virtual world. So you're kept within your VR play space while you are able to traverse anywhere in your virtual play area. So rather than having to use a clunky teleporter or joystick mechanic, it actually uses your regular walking speed and foot movement as controller input. As far as compatibility, we are compatible with any headset that supports Vive Ultimate trackers. So that includes Meta's 2 forward, as well as most current standalone and wired VR headsets. We are able to support and accommodate any game that uses joystick input, because for as far as settings go, the only reason that we aren't 100% plug and play yet is just due to different motion scaling in games. So we're actually working not only with our own development team, but with community-based developers to find different setting profiles and release those in a community-based approach.
EKTO VR builds immersion-enhancing hardware for virtual reality, centered on a compact, wearable mobility system that lets users walk naturally and seemingly without limits inside a 10 by 10 foot physical space while minimizing motion sickness. EKTO VR targets one of VR's hardest problems: natural locomotion in confined spaces. If the wearable approach remains comfortable, reliable, and affordable at scale, it could unlock longer, more comfortable room-scale experiences without requiring large tracking areas. Go check it out at ektovr.com.
Hello everybody, my name is Dmitry. I'm head of PR at BIRDSEED Games. I'm working here for 9 years already. So, and Escape from Tarkov is in development for 10 years already. So from pretty very beginning. Well, today and yesterday and 2 days after, we're gonna show press and content creators some release content that will be released on November 15. So we are showing just a part of the final mission, final storytelling quest, and thank you for coming, everybody. Go here. Yeah, just a few hours ago, our head of studio Nikita Buyanov just posted something about something teaser. So just check it, guys. Potentially, it means, I don't know what does it mean. I can say we said about it multiple times in the past. So of course, we have some plans to other platforms, and we have some plans for future development of Escape from Tarkov. So it is actually not just a 1.0 and the end. No, of course, Escape from Tarkov will live forever. We have a lot of plans what to do after it. So the universe is really great, really big. It was created in 2010, I think, with a Contract Wars. Then there were hired ops of partners. Also, we have Escape from Tarkov Arena. So it's really big, huge stuff. We're gonna continue for sure. I'm not ready to tell like on the camera what we actually show in there, because we want every player to be to be surprised when we will show it to you. We prepared a lot of stuff. All I can say, you personally, guys, you will know, you will learn finally why you're escaping from Tarkov, why the game is Escape from Tarkov, what is happening in the game, what is the story about it, what is behind of that, who are BR, who are USEC, why they are fighting, not only in Tarkov, by the way, but also many places in the world. So yeah, that's it. Just be patient. Actually, we're very we don't have so many time to wait right now. Very soon.
Released in 2017 in an ongoing beta state, Escape from Tarkov is a hardcore extraction shooter set in the war-torn city of Tarkov. You drop into large raids as a private military contractor or scavenger. Scavenge realistic firearms and gear with deep ballistics and modular customization. Complete trader quests and fight human players and AI while managing injuries, hydration, and limb damage. Successful extractions let you upgrade a persistent hideout, trade on an in-game economy, and progress through seasonal wipes that reset the playing field. As of August 31st, 2025, it was indeed confirmed that Escape from Tarkov would be coming to Steam. Go wish list it when it comes available.
Firefighting Simulator Ignite is a very authentic simulation game that basically is surrounded in the Midwestern US, and we'd want to recreate the authentic job life of a firefighter in the United States with original licenses from Rosenbauer fire decks, so manufacturers who actually provide the tools like fire trucks for the missions. And we have giant fires, we have little missions when it's about like just a little bush burning in the ground, but we also have a club fire where basically something went wrong because someone did something illegal, and we have a lot of action, a lot of things you need to look out for, a lot of variety from electrical fires to gas fires to normal fires, and something that especially people who are interested in the firefighting job will definitely be familiar with.
Firefighting Simulator Ignite is a cooperative firefighting simulation set in a sprawling Midwestern U.S. city. You tackle unpredictable emergencies with up to 3 friends or an NPC crew, using authentic tools like hoses, axes, halogen bars, saws, and extinguishers. Realistic fire, heat, smoke, and water behavior are simulated in real time with Unreal Engine 5. You drive licensed Rosenbauer trucks, such as the TP3 Pumper, Viper, and 68-foot Roadrunner. Apply real tactics like ventilation and cooling. Watch for backdrafts and flashovers, and learn new techniques in a fire station hub. Modding support lets you create and share missions on PC, with downloadable missions available on console. Go wish list it now on Steam.
Hey everyone, I'm Z. I'm the founder and executive director at Serenity Forge. I'm also the game director of Fractured Blooms, our new game that we just announced. So Fractured Blooms is a life sim, cooking sim, farming sim game, but it's actually also a psychological horror. But maybe as you keep on playing it, you actually realize it's a little bit more than that. It's a very in-depth story, very nuanced, very cerebral, very abstract, but also very close to home. It's a game that's very meaningful, based on a true story, and it's something that we can't wait to share more. Thank you.
Fractured Blooms is a psychological life sim inspired by a true story. You play as Angie, caught in a gentle time loop where each day resets. Grow a garden, cook heartfelt meals from your harvest, tidy and decorate your home, and care for its inhabitants while carefully managing food and stamina. Plan routines, solve light challenges, and dig deeper into a changing world that remembers your actions and slowly reveals what you are trying to keep alive. Go wish list it now on Steam.
Okay, my name is Kuba from My Next Games, and this is Hank Drowning on Dry Land. So think Batman, but always drunk, and he can time travel. What's the gameplay? You basically play this co-op game with your past self. But how does it work exactly? So you're a superhero. When at a certain point in your adventure, you get to the mirror. You go through the mirror back in time, and now there is two of you. The one that's going to be doing exactly what you did up to the point you got to the mirror, and the other one that comes out of the mirror that you control. And you can perform multiple time jumps like that. And the more you do it, the more you can do. You can be at many places at the same time, but there's a catch. You cannot meet yourself from the past. So it creates this interesting dynamics that you have to cooperate with yourself from the past, but at the same time, you have to hide from yourself from the past. So yeah, this is Hank Drowning on Dry Land, and you can wish it on Steam right now.
Hank Drowning on Dry Land is a narrative-driven, first-person adventure with a Saturday morning cartoon vibe and unique time manipulation mechanics. You play as Hank, a time-traveling vigilante who is poisoned during a night out and left paralyzed on the floor, drowning in a puddle of beer. As his mind slips, you journey through his subconscious, solve careful, timing-based challenges, and search for a way to change fate while scarce options and mounting pressure keep tension high. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
So it's House Fighter's Total Mess. It's flying action shooter, but set in the house, as you can suppose because of the name. So your main objective is to fight with other fighters, of course, to protect other toys, but you have several types of other missions, like baking a cake for a doll or something like that, so it's like a bit twisted. The game will be released not only on Steam, but also on every type of console, so Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox as well. We are aiming to release it this year in autumn. So yeah, you can wishlist it now on Steam, but as I said, you can play it everywhere.
House Fighter's Total Mess is a playful arcade dogfighting game where you pilot toy planes through cozy rooms and turn everyday objects into aerial battlegrounds. You weave between bookshelves, dodge towering lamps, and outfly tiny enemies using rockets, bombs, and clever household tricks. Rescue missions send you to save friends in the toy room, while customization lets you slap on stickers, equip wacky weapons, and experiment with upgrades to build the perfect loadout for each run. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hello, our game is called Mistfall Hunter. It's a PvE action extraction game, and our game is set on a dark fantasy world where all gods are fallen, and there is a mysterious girl who found our players and to give them a mission to collect all the fallen gods' blood and to restore the world. And you can go solo, or you can team up with other players into our dungeon and to fight with monsters and other players and distract and to collect all the items. And we have 5 classes, and each of the classes have totally different combat style. And we have melee classes, we have rank classes.
Mistfall Hunter is a third-person action RPG set after a war between gods and outer gods. The fallen deity's blood has become the Gildan Mist, a corrosive force that warps minds and bodies. You follow Du, a mysterious girl who resurrects fallen champions as Gildan hunters to battle Gildanized creatures, harvest Gildanblood, and mend the shattered web of fate. Combat blends steel and magic with a precision aiming system for weak point strikes and combo chains. You choose from 5 classes: Freely swap between 2 weapons or styles, and craft builds from skills, talents, and upgradable gear. Go solo or form a 3-person team, then fight, loot, and escape before the Mist or rival hunters claim everything. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hey guys, I'm Nick, one of the developers of Peak. If you didn't know, Peak is a friend swap game that you can play with your friends online. Your scout's lost on a deserted island, and you gotta get to the peak to survive. Climb the mountain, manage your stamina, your hunger, your injuries, and help each other out, because otherwise you're gonna die there.
Peak is a co-op climbing survival game where 1 to 4 lost nature scouts attempt a rescue by scaling a deadly mountain on a mysterious island. Work together to place ropes and spikes, help each other over ledges, and manage injuries and stamina across 4 hazardous biomes. Scavenge questionable food, stock up on survival items like energy drinks, climbing spikes, and the anti-rope, and plan your ascent as the island's layout rotates every 24 hours. Earn badges, customize your scout, chat via proximity voice, and play online with friends or go it alone if you dare. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hello, my name's Ethan. I go by Tito Loves You online. This is my game PIGFACE. It's a grungy, grindhouse-styled first-person shooter where you're held captive and blackmailed in order to do wet work for a mysterious corporation organization. You don't know what, it doesn't matter. You're just told to do jobs and you have to do them.
PIGFACE is a fast, ultra-violent first-person shooter where you wake in a blood-smeared warehouse with a bomb drilled into your head and a phone that will not stop ringing. You are being blackmailed into completing contract hits across combat sandbox missions. Earn cash to expand your loadout from the black market, swapping between shotguns, rifles, pistols, melee weapons, explosives, and more. Unlock and wear different masks that grant gameplay perks and do whatever it takes to get the job done. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Yeah, so my name's Eric. I'm a community engagement specialist and I help with the product, implementing feedback and that sort of thing, and also with some community. And so, yeah, Ready or Not's a tactical shooter. We try and be as authentic as we can to essentially SWAT operations. So what that is special weapons and tactics, police, you go in, and the whole objective is to take in everyone alive, and no one in your squad dies. You want to get an S rank. And we do that by offering a bunch of less lethal options, like tasers, that sort of thing. And yeah, very focused on tactical, CQB, close quarters battle, your PvE with friends, 5 on co-op, crossplay across console PC, and also single player with AI. And yeah, that's Ready or Not.
Ready or Not is a hardcore tactical SWAT shooter set in the crime-ridden city of Los Sueños. You plan and execute high-risk operations like hostage rescues, bomb threats, and barricaded suspects while commanding a rostered team, safeguarding their mental and physical health, and applying real police tactics. You kit up with authentic gear, customize loadouts, train at headquarters, and coordinate with friends or AI to clear non-linear maps using voice and hand signals. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Awesome. Yeah, so Rebel Engine is a hyperkinetic action game set in first person in a futuristic satirical world where rebellion is the only option left. You're going to go through many levels, beating people up with your melee attacks and your guns, making sick combos and being as stylish as you can. It's all about player freedom and expression. So just go there and show them what you're made of.
Rebel Engine is a kinetic third-person action game set in Ultima City, where the Concrete Corporation enslaves sentient robots. You play as Asimov, an old bot with a giant loading claw and a virus companion named Salvador, fighting floor by floor up a colossal corporate tower. Chain gun and melee combos, recover ammo by weapon swapping, switch among multiple melee movesets, and use your claw to snatch enemies, fire their guns, or hurl them into one another. Long combo strings unlock flashy finishers, while an arena mode with leaderboards and a battle lab lets you optimize builds, practice counters, and push score-chasing mastery. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hi, I'm Indigo Doyle, creator of Pushing Vertices, and we're working on Rollergirl, which is an adventure narrative game about rollerblading in a small town in the 2000s. We have an MP3 player full of music that controls the mood of the game and alters your interactions, and you just gotta work hard to get your car fixed and also explore the town, discover town histories, and a bit of romance.
Rollergirl is a cozy coming-of-age adventure set in a small town. You play as 16-year-old Naomi, rollerblading between neighborhoods, doing odd jobs to fix your car, and getting tangled in local shenanigans. Your MP3 player lets you shape the world. The tracks you choose influence the environment, dialogue choices, and even your skating style. Meet quirky neighbors, uncover a town mystery, and decide who Naomi becomes over one formative summer. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
I'm Kay, and I'm with the Shrimp Fried Rice Games team, and this is our game Sashimi Slayer. And so our game is basically a Guitar Hero meets Rhythm Heaven, and it's inspired by kind of anime style clips where you pull out the sword to slice it. And so what we have is we have a rhythm controller that's more physical. And the concept is you slice fish, they turn into sushi, and everything happens on the beat because it's a rhythm game.
Sashimi Slayer is a casual arcade rhythm game built around an open-source real-life sword controller. You face off against wild sea creatures, parry incoming strikes, and time-precise cuts to the beat. The experience features 3 bite-sized levels, hand-drawn art, original music, and a DIY-friendly controller design for players who want to build their own setup. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
So hello, my name is Alex, and I'm the producer of Silverjet Studio and our project song Maka. It is a 2D puzzle adventure platforming game. It has no combat, no Metroidvania elements, and all of our assets are completely hand-drawn. What we do have is an asymmetric, semi-open world puzzle-solving experience where there's 5 to 6 open world islands, and they have their own visual themes as well as puzzle identity. We have a very unique sound wave system. It's 5 different colors, and each color corresponds to different objects, and the objects are ultimately integrated in the puzzles themselves. So that's what makes our game unique, and we hope that you guys enjoy the game when it's released.
Song of Maka is a unique 2D adventure puzzle game set in the Kingdom of Birds. You play as a reincarnated bird king who must save the realm from pandemonium using your voice. Sing to interact with the world, shape sound waves to resonate with creatures and obstacles, and glide between sprawling sky archipelagos. Explore large islands with linear story chapters, discover hidden islets, solve side puzzles, and collect mysterious feathers that grant new skills or enhance flight. Expect over 100 hand-painted scenes, more than 50 distinct bird NPCs, and orchestral music that brings each region to life. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Ant Coleman, the lead designer on STARSEEKER. It's an action-adventure co-op game where you and your friends go have crazy adventures on alien worlds to collect resources to help the ESS STARSEEKER in its adventure through the cosmos. It takes place in the same world as Astroneer, but it's meant to take the fun, chaotic vibes of the open world base building and apply it to a much more actiony, adventure game where your friends can just go to a planet and have fun. Throw things, watch the game, just react to you and the silliness that ensues.
STARSEEKER Astroneer Expeditions is a cooperative, discovery-focused game set in the Astroneer universe. Aboard the ESS STARSEEKER, you and the station crew coordinate planet-wide objectives across multiple star systems using cutting-edge tools. You explore deep space together, face strange creatures and hazardous flora, upgrade the ever-evolving hub station, and plan expeditions that emphasize teamwork, camaraderie, and creative problem-solving. This is a new standalone experience in the Astroneer universe and not a direct sequel. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hey there, I'm Jamie Stonebreaker, one of the founders of One More Game and the game director and lead designer on SWAPMEAT. SWAPMEAT is a third-person co-op shooter, roguelike shooter, 1 to 4 players with drop-in, drop-out cooperative multiplayer. We've been in development for about 2 years. We have this really wild mechanic where you defeat enemies, they drop body parts, you swap your body parts with theirs, hence the name SWAPMEAT. Body parts are meat. Every body part has an ability and some passives to it. There's legs, a torso, and heads. We've been building again with players for about 2 years. There's a lot of crazy combinations. We have a public playtest if you want to check us out between September 4th and September 9th. We're on Steam, PC, Mac OS, controller, keyboard and mouse. It'll be our last test. Come join us. You get a free cosmetic for helping us build this game, and then we'll be out this fall.
SWAPMEAT is a fast, co-op roguelite shooter where every kill lets you rip off mutant body parts and swap them on the fly for wild new powers. As a smart meat scientist cleaning up Rangus Meat's corporate catastrophe, you drop onto hostile planets, harvest limbs like triple jump legs or turret-dropping torsos, and kit bash a living loadout while meeting containment targets. Tight, skill-based gunplay, 1 to 4 player co-op, with shared upgrades, randomized missions, absurd alien biomes, and permanent HQ research unlocks make each run chaotic and replayable. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
So, Swordai is a directional combat extraction looter. So, Mordhau meets Dark and Darker, where players will enter a tower, scavenge for loot, defeat bosses, and maybe defeat each other, and try to get out safely. About 10,000 players are waiting for the next playtest, so sign up because it starts next week. Thank you.
Swordai is a multiplayer sword fighting game where you and up to 50 players climb a towering dungeon packed with monsters, traps, bosses, and rival adventurers. You wield a fast directional combat system with ripostes, feints, parries, kicks, and combos, then loot chests, slay bosses, or defeat other players before finding an exit portal to escape with your haul. As you progress, you unlock abilities, build out a skill tree, and customize a combat style suited to conquering handcrafted floors and surviving player versus environment chaos. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hello, my name is John. I'm creative director at WDR Studios, and I'm here talking about our first game, Terrible Lizards. It's a first-person horror action platformer game, parkour game. It takes place in a Route 66 roadside attraction. You play as a college student road tripping out west to college, and your car breaks down on the side of Route 66, and you go inside of this place. It's the only thing around. You want to try and find some help. No one's there, and you head in, and things just start going haywire and weird. There's monsters and just weird things happening. The gameplay itself is a very tightly controlled kind of platforming. You can run, jump, slide, swing, wall run even later on in the game, a few other mechanics, and they all kind of mesh in a really fun way. It's a very tight feeling game in terms of like comparison. Think like the tight responsiveness of like a Call of Duty, Apex Legends mixed with the parkour aspects of Mirror's Edge and Dying Light. So that's a little bit about our game, and look it up, Terrible Lizards. Thank you.
Terrible Lizards is a first-person mascot horror parkour game set in 1992 at Dalton's Dinos off Route 66. Stranded in the New Mexico desert with no phone and no help, you follow a mysterious voice on a ringing landline while hunted by shambling creatures. There are no weapons, only movement like running, jumping, and climbing. Speed through a collapsing roadside attraction, collect VHS tapes, notes, and audio logs, and descend from the gift shop to deep underground as the truth behind a missing child and a buried secret comes to light. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
All right, so hello guys. Appreciate you stopping by our Games from Poland booth. We are presenting Truckful, and it's a physics-based single-player mystery delivery adventure game where you drive, upgrade, and pack your pickup truck with all kinds of different cargo. You do errands for the villagers. You try to also uncover the mystery of what's going on in the forest. Kind of like a cozy horror game vibe, similar to like Dredge. which is, Truckful is also nicknamed as a Dredge on Wheels. We have a demo presenting here, but we're also working on the public demo that will arrive later in September to Steam. So for everyone, that want to check it out. And yeah, we are arriving with the full version mid next year.
Truckful is a single-player car delivery adventure where you drive an old pickup through winding country roads, dusty lowlands, and small towns while helping villagers and uncovering an ancient forest mystery. Upgrade your truck's speed, weight, and load capacity, then pack the bed with fragile cargo that tests physics-based handling, from ice-cold fish that demand speed to grandma's priceless vase that demands precision. Explore hidden paths, wetlands, marshes, and quicksand. Discover landmarks and secrets, and rely on townsfolk for upgrades, scrap, and clues as you piece together what lurks beneath the branches. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
Hi guys, my name is Alex and I'm the producer on a game called Unsent. Unsent is a whimsical 3D platformer set in the regulatory realm where human beliefs manifest in tedious bureaucracies. You work in the unsentiment department, which is where all unsent letters end up. And it's your job as Valentine to deliver 3 letters to individuals who should have received them.
Unsent is a wacky 3D platformer set inside a labyrinthine 1970s-inspired post office. You play as Valentine, newly hired at the chaotic unsentiment department, jumping, dashing, and brawling through tangled mail routes to deliver letters that slipped from the human world. Explore the regulatory realm, where superstitions take the form of bureaucracies, from nooks and trees to the cracks above a childhood bed. Visit dilapidated mansions and bleak suburban streets, meet goofy characters, collect hundreds of secrets, and enjoy a zany soundtrack while an undead pigeon keeps you company across 4 handcrafted levels, packed with platforming puzzles and really good jokes. Go wishlist it now on Steam.
So we are One More Level, the creators of Ghost Runner series game, and Valor Mortis is our latest, biggest, and most ambitious game to date. It's a first-person perspective Souls-like game set in an alternate version of Napoleonic Wars. You play as a soldier, mortally wounded, who's got a new shot at fighting on, and you need to survive the brutal horrors of an unending war. The game is planned for release in 2026 on all major consoles and PC. And you can sign up for Steam playtests.
Valor Mortis is a 19th century alternate history action adventure where you rise from a battlefield grave as William, a soldier of Napoleon's Grande Armée. You master parries, dashes, weapon variety, and visceral finishers while channeling a plague-born corruption to enhance attacks and unlock supernatural abilities. Explore war-scarred Europe, outmaneuver the Eternal Guard, uncover hidden routes and environmental secrets, and piece together a conspiracy behind the plague and your unholy resurrection. Go wishlist it now on Steam. And that's it, folks. Huge thanks to Pax Media for having me back, and to everyone who makes Pax West spectacular. What are you looking forward to in late 2025 and early 2026? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to slam that subscribe and like button, and as always, happy gaming.